survived Snowpocalypse 2020. I managed to get out of my driveway. I don't know if I'll get back in my driveway. Most of you probably saw my picture on Facebook of me just covered in snow. Closed up early and had a migraine. Started feeling better about 5 o'clock and came home and got up and did the driveway, and right in the middle of a whiteout, but I knew the ice was coming, so I did that, and I just got completely covered in snow. No matter which way I turned the spout, the wind would switch and just blow it right back at me. So hey, it's 2020, right? Well, thank God 2020 is almost over. So anyway, we're back here with the Roy Rogers guitar, and if you haven't seen that picture, check it out. It's on my Facebook. It's absolutely hilarious. My wife came running out of the garage and said, "You look like Santa. I gotta take a picture." It was hilarious. But anyway, so today with the Roy Rogers, I'll show you what we're gonna do here. I've got some paper towels and some dye over here, some P220 sandpaper, and here where we did our glue joint and our veneer, we are gonna go through and sand all of this, level it out, and after we get it all leveled, then we get to have fun and be artistic. This is why I have the dye, because I know it's going to sand back in several areas. I'm trying to get it as level as possible. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I get it to a level that I'm happy with. So I'll bring you back at that point. Alright, so I got it to a level that I'm happy with. Obviously you're always going to be able to feel it because there's a crack there. But also there was a big scratch right here, so I went ahead and sanded that down a little bit, because now we get to have a little bit of artistic fun. So, I'm going to make my tool here. This is denatured alcohol and Keda-Dyes. Keda-Dyes have been great to me. KEDADYES.com. And I'm not sponsored by them, but they've been awesome over the years and provided me with a lot of great information on doing the dye jobs and whatever else. And so got this dye, and this is probably going to take multiple coats. I'm going to go over this. So I got some dark brown Keda-Dye here. I don't remember if this is the powder or the liquid that I used. It might be both. Mixed it up. Once you mix this stuff, it stays good for a long time. It's kind of like painting with watercolors. So I'm going to take that same amber rag and I'm just going to go over that. that again. See how it darkened it up? And I could actually squeeze some of that onto the amber rag, and that'll help darken it up. Note to self, wear gloves. Stuff's not toxic, but it does stain your fingers. So I'm trying to get as close as I can to the original color. I may end up mixing up a little bit of lacquer because I'm going to throw a little bit of lacquer over this anyway. So I may mix up some tinted lacquer to go over it. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. So this wood's had so much stuff put on it over the years that it's not absorbing this as well as I'd like it to. So my second option is, of course, lacquer. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. But I thought I'd try this first. And I'm trying to put some color into this before I do some brushing lacquer as a touch-up. Now, that brushing lacquer that I'm talking about is the same nitrocellulose lacquer that I use to spray vintage guitars with. Got some goo on here. But it's unthinned, and you put it on and it basically self-levels. So I am going to pause the video again, and I'm going to get some brushing lacquer, and I'm going to show you how this works. Alright, so my layers are getting there. Gotta let it dry. So I've kind of mixed up a little bit darker, and I'm trying to get it to blend right now is what I'm doing. And then I will move more onto the lighter side of things, and this is all going to be sanded and whatever before it's done. So basically now I'm just trying to make this sunburst kind of look right and blend it, and I may have to wait until I sand it back in order to make it look great. I mixed up a more opaque brown, and it looks better than what I was using. So basically now I'm just kind of filling in my lighter spots, and then I'll go through and I'll sand it and make it kind of blend with the rest of it, and then I'll do the amber yellow kind of color in here. I'm not too worried about being perfect right at this point, but you'll see it as it progresses. So anyway, I'll probably, I don't know if I'll continue on with this episode or make another episode where I sand it back and do it again. I'm probably going to use 4 or 600 instead of 220 this time, just to, because I want to feather this so it looks more like it was sprayed versus brushed. And I promise you it'll look better than what it does right now. It looks to me like, excuse for my term, but dog shit. But this is how, if you're brushing it, this is how you got to do it. And I just, I typically spray stuff and use my airbrush, use a little paint gun, whatever. But I just want to show that, this can be done so many different ways. And, this guitar is a perfect guinea pig, I guess, for showing you that. Yeah, see, I can even go through and fill in little dark spots like this, or little light spots I should say, with the dark, because I'm gonna probably end up sanding on it anyway. But yeah, so you guys get the idea. And you know, just gotta keep going through this and keep going through the process in order to get it to where you're happy with it before you clear it. And then I'll just probably use a spray can of nitrocellulose lacquer clear and just go do a quick layer. So anyway, just thought I would show you this, and we'll move on to the next episode for another day. Thanks, guys. Hit that like and subscribe, and Happy New Year. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Allied Barber Supply. Before I started using Allied stuff, my wife hated my beard. She would always complain about it being prickly and itchy and whatever. Now she loves it because it's soft, it's smooth, and it smells good too. All of his products are handmade right here in Davenport, Iowa. Check them out, Allied Barber Supply, 1513 Harrison Street, Davenport, Iowa.